Hi everyone, this is just a quick video to show you where you can access course resources from now on. So at the moment I'm in the economics teams page, the one that you join to get hold of your lessons remotely. Now at the top you can see, rather than looking at posts, I'm going to go and look at Class Notebook. Okay, so when I click on Class Notebook, the following screen will come up. And what you're aiming to do is you're looking to click on this purple button, and we are headed for the content library, which has already opened up. Now, certain things will be on the course. We're using Teams from a fairly new point of view. Certainly we started using it when we went into lockdown, which you guys obviously weren't part of, but when we went into lockdown last year, and certainly the end of the last year's AS course was heavily populated, as is the A2 course. Now, because we're fairly new, this will build over time as we go through the year. So under course materials, you can see different headings that will be populated there. So the syllabus, the course handbook, and so on. But I'm looking for course materials at the moment and scarcity and choice. And when I click on that, and then click to the right hand side, you will be able to see the course notes, or the class notes. You will also be able to see all the topics that we've looked at so far. So you have PowerPoints, you have related videos, some of which you've already used. You also have wider reading, and obviously this is going to be important moving forward. Now, on the last two columns, extension activities and past paper questions, I will be populating that considerably in the next week or two, and it's really important that you guys start to do more than just come into class. Those are the people who are going to get D's, E's and U's this year. Okay, as I've mentioned in the past, if you do 4 hours in class, you're expected to match that by 4 hours outside of class. Skills development activities will also come in that last column. Some new concepts, again, try and do some reading around the subject. Okay, so that's where you'll find all your notes in Class Notebook. Just remember how you got there. Okay, you were in posts, you clicked on Class Notebook, and very easily you went from content library to looking at scarcity and choice. Okay, now when you have to complete work, and you are going to have to submit some work, you will look at assignments. An assignment will come to you probably today for the 5th period, and you're going to have to submit work that way. If you haven't submitted it there, the work isn't done. Okay, and obviously you must follow the instructions and hit all deadlines, okay, with work of a quality standard. I'm just going to push on now, and in terms of wider reading, I have to say there's quite a few people in the classes already who have started wider reading. So one of the best places that you can look for in terms of looking for articles is Tutor2U Economics. Any student, any teacher of economics worth their salt will be using this. Okay, now I'm going to click on the economics blog, and if I were just to type in something that we've been doing in the last 2 days, demand, that will filter the search for me. And it hasn't done that. Classic. Why hasn't it done that? If I just type in demand here instead. So just type in your demand in the search bar. It will search Tutor2U, and in a moment it will come up with a whole series of resources and related articles. So for some of you, you might be wondering why vinyl became so popular. Okay, read about it. Okay, that can be some wider reading. Now I'll explain later in the week how to do your wider reading, but this is where to find the information. Others of you have started looking at articles from the news and so on. Now, BBC is one of the best. If you want to look for economics articles, head for the news, look for business, and then look for economy, and you will have some super articles that you can undertake wider reading on. Just very quickly, what sort of articles should you read? Obviously, ideally, it should be an application of what we're learning in class, but you can go outside of that as well. What I would say is I want people to do things that are interesting for them. Okay, so I wouldn't read an article if I didn't think it was interesting, and I don't expect you to either. Okay, outside of that, here's the Guardian, and again, choose one of the broadsheet papers. Okay, so not the Sun, not the Mirror, not the Star, a proper broadsheet, good newspaper. Again, similarly, in terms of the Guardian, head for business and head for economics, and you will come up with some very good articles. Okay, so some of them you can see about COVID, talk about negative interest rates. That sounds very odd indeed. Okay, negative interest rates, what does that mean? I wonder if one of you can tell me later on in the week. Okay, just so you're aware, there's a course Twitter page which I would like everyone to sign up for. And in terms of this, you'll see that I post articles that I think are interesting for yourselves and things that I think you guys should be picking up on and learning about. Okay, so I hope that's been useful. I hope that showed you where you can get resources in the future and places that you need to go in terms of undertaking wider reading. The skills that I'm looking for, how you do your wider reading, I'll tell you in class. Also sign up for the Twitter page. Okay, so St. David's Econ Twitter. Okay, thanks everyone.